Navigating college can be really hard, but it's always good to have a piece of home with you wherever you go. For residents here at Martin de Porres Hall, our go-to person is Miss Augustine.
I'm Miss Augustine. I've been working at Xavier as a hall advisor for 11 years. Love every minute of it.
One of the things I love most about Miss Augustine is how personable she is. She knows so many of us by our first names or our last names, and she will, when I come in, she will be like, oh my gosh, Renee, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, Miss Augustine, hello, how are you? And she'll ask me about my day, and I just love her. She definitely brings a smile to everyone's face.
Miss Augustine has been a really big impact on my life and just impacted me in a numerous amount of ways. Number one, my packages. You already know, girls, especially me, when I buy my clothes from Shein, from Amazon, from anywhere, she be getting them out like this. And I really appreciate that because I be needing that outfit the exact next day. It's not even a joke. Secondly, when I'm going through any drama or I talk to someone that I can confide in, whether once my friend's not there or someone who I know who's not gonna tell the business, I talk to Miss Augustine. Miss Augustine is always a listening ear. She always gives you some good advice, and she keep it real with you, which I really appreciate.
Just coming into DP every day, or when she's working, and knowing that there's a nice face. She's always smiling. She always speaks and always says hello. So I think that's my favorite thing about Miss Augustine is how personable she is.
Okay, so one thing I love about Miss Augustine is that she always tells me good morning and good night whenever she sees me coming in the building. So one word I would use to describe Miss Augustine is welcoming. She's always excited to see new faces coming in the building.
One thing I admire about Miss Augustine is like she always says she can't complain. Like every time I see her, I ask how she doing, she says she can't complain. And like that's like real positive. And like as someone who lives in this residence hall, just having a positive spirit like that, you know, like in the dorm hall is just like rejuvenating. So shout out Miss Augustine for always having positivity.
First time seeing Miss Augustine was coming in the DP, and she was just like, hey baby, how you doing? And it just give you a welcoming feeling, like coming to the place that you live, you know you're okay, and then you could talk to her. So yeah, she's very, very sweet and a genuine person.
One word I would use to describe Miss Augustine would be nurturing. Ever since I met her, she's always been a very caring person, just checking in on me, asking me how my day is, saying good morning to me. Just very positive, very warm, just an amazing person.
My first encounter with Miss Augustine was freshman year. One thing about Miss Augustine is she always lights up my day, knowing that she's down there to say hi to, knowing that she's always gonna smile, always gonna ask you how you're doing. That's just something I always look forward to. Sweet. That is one word to describe Miss Augustine. She is really like my grandma away from home.
Okay, so one thing that I really admire about Miss Augustine is that she never fails to tell me good morning, always brightens up my day. And secondly, she's always so helpful. Anytime I need anything dealing with DP or packages, she's always ready for help.
I've been living in New Orleans for 65 years. I was brought up in the 7th Ward, which was like a family environment. Like it takes a village to raise a child. That's how my neighborhood was. We also believe in that cooking that gumbo and that Creole cuisine. That's what we all love. Working at Xavier Residence Halls, I've been able to experience problem solving from freshmen to upper class. For questions that are being asked from our international students about our city and our culture, and letting me know about their culture. It's been a living experience and a learning experience with all of the students, and I love it. One thing about our New Orleans favorite from my family is Mardi Gras. We always set up on Orleans Avenue the night before Mardi Gras for the Endymion Parade. Sometimes we bring our old sofa and put it on the curve, as they call it, or the neutral ground, so we can be ready for Mardi Gras early that morning.
What's a moment you truly feel like I truly love this campus?
Graduation is when I truly love the students' hard work has paid off to see them and hear that they've walked across that stage into success. Also, homecoming, when alumni comes back, and to see that the students have graduated and have been doing awesome.
Why do you feel that students always confide in you?
I think students confide in me because of my age. I do have wisdom. I'm a friendly face and I'm always there to talk and listen to them when they need me.
What is some advice would you give somebody who's feeling homesick?
When someone's here feeling homesick, we do have counseling available for the students, 24/7 actually. I also recommend that they reach out to friends and they also reach out to family members. What I love about New Orleans and our culture is our food, our music, our hospitality, the gumbo, the Mardi Gras, the Indians. I could go on and on. It's a never-ending answer to that question. The second line, we love it all.